Hi everyone, this is the Santorini Dave guide to the best tours and things to do in Santorini. There are so many fabulous activities to enjoy during your visit. Let's get right into it. Our top 3 recommendations, no matter how long you stay, are number 1, hiking the incredible Caldera Trail. Number 2, taking a boat tour of the Caldera. And number 3, touring Santorini's unique traditional wineries. If you have more time on the island, we suggest visiting the island's small, charming villages, the ancient ruins of Akrotiri, nearby Thirassia Island, or some of the volcanic beaches. There are also all kinds of other great activities, including cooking classes, walking and photography tours, kayaking, fishing, museums, and even helicopter rides. Now, everything featured in this video is explained in greater depth in our Santorini travel guide at santorinidave.com. Plus, you can find links to our other detailed videos, including where to stay, best restaurants, best hotels, best wineries, boat tours, and more in the description below. And if you like great content from Santorini and across Greece, then make sure to subscribe to this channel as we are always adding new videos. A true highlight of visiting Santorini is the Fira to Oia trail. The breathtaking path largely follows the rim of the Caldera atop the cliffside through the main Santorini villages of Fira, Firostefani, Meravigli, and Oia. At 10.5 kilometers, or 6.5 miles, you can expect the walk to take between 3 to 5 hours, depending on your pace and how frequently you choose to stop. Some parts of the trail are paved, some parts cobblestone, and some parts dirt, so it's common to see it referred to both as a hike and also as a walk. Though the path begins in Fira or Oia and passes through stretches of Firostefani and Meravigli that are lined with hotels and commerce, there are long stretches of the path without access to good shade or drinks, so be sure to bring plenty of water with you. In summer, you'll want to begin your walk early to avoid the hottest parts of the day, remembering to bring sunscreen and ideally to wear a hat for protection. You'll also want to wear comfortable walking shoes, as flip-flops or sandals will not provide the support you'll need. It is possible to limit yourself to only walking some sections, but if you're up for it, you'll find the whole walk a wonderful challenge with breathtaking views of the Caldera. Another option is to add in the side trip around Scaros Rock below Meravigli, which will add at least an hour to your overall hike. The side trip is definitely worth it if you've got the energy, as the sweeping views here are even more panoramic than those from the walking path. Another option would be to do Scaros Rock on its own one day, separate from or instead of the longer hike. Our recommendation is to take a bus or taxi in the morning to the farthest point you plan to visit, and then walk back toward your home base, as finding a bus or a taxi in the afternoons can be tough. We have an excellent walking trail map which you can view and download at santorinidave.com. Taking a Caldera boat tour enables you to appreciate the island's geography. You've got a variety of tours to choose from, including whether you want to be out for an afternoon or prefer the sunset. Most tours depart from Vlichara Marina on the south side of the island, Ammoudi Bay up north below Oia, or the Old Port, centrally located below Fira. The typical itineraries on all boats are similar, taking in the island's unique geology, the famous Red Beach, Akrotiri Lighthouse, the volcano hot springs, and other Caldera highlights. There are plenty of opportunities to swim, with fins and snorkels included. Boat tours usually provide excellent meals and include both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. There's always a bathroom on board and covered shady spaces to relax. Tours last between 3 to 5 hours. All tours include hotel pickup and drop-off, which takes away the hassle of getting there on your own and finding parking or locating your specific vessel. Santorini is loaded with excellent wineries. Some of the most famous have dramatic Caldera views, but most are located in the countryside and small villages. We recommend joining an organized tour for a few important reasons. Professional tours include transportation to and from your hotel. This is helpful as many wineries are small and difficult to find. Not worrying about the navigation is safer and easier and enables you to really relax and enjoy yourself. Most wineries are concentrated in the central and southern part of the island, and it is of course possible to visit wineries on your own by bus or rented vehicle, and most all of them offer daily tours and tastings. We've got a great wineries map and extensive winery information at santorinidave.com. And even if you don't have the opportunity to visit any wineries, you'll definitely want to sample the great Santorini wines when dining in the restaurants, most of which feature local varieties like crisp, dry white Assyrtiko, Santorini's most famous grape, fruity red Mavrotagano, and sweet, luscious Vinsanto on their menus. 278 steps below Oia is the majestic Ammoudi Bay, a small port lined with a handful of terrific seafood restaurants. Diners sit with the crystal clear waters lapping at their feet. Throughout the day, boat tours arrive and depart. It's a pleasure to relax and enjoy lunch or dinner, snacks or a cocktail between meals. Continuing on past the restaurants, just a 5-minute walk along a dirt path brings you to the famous swimming spot where there's a popular ledge you can jump from. To reach Ammoudi, you have the choice to walk the famous stairs, which are somewhat steep but pleasant, or to take a taxi. Most people choose to walk down, then taxi back up, or to take a taxi both ways. To get there by taxi, just ask at your hotel, and your waiter at the restaurant can help arrange your return. We do not recommend attempting to drive your rental car to get there. Just trust us on this one. The staircase to Ammoudi begins just below the castle in Oia, the most popular sunset watching perch. The steps are wide, but the surfaces are uneven at times. It's best not to attempt the stairs in fancy shoes. But otherwise, like the Fira to Oia trail, just take it slow and you should be fine. An excellent cultural activity on Santorini is a visit to the ancient ruins of Akrotiri, believed by some to be the inspiration behind Plato's Atlantis legend. Dating back 6,000 years, the site's very well-preserved Minoan ruins were covered in ash from a volcano eruption in the 17th century BC. This left parts of the ancient city's infrastructure, homes, and art pieces well protected before they were discovered by archaeologists in the late 60s. The area is still an active archaeological site, with a raised boardwalk winding through the space and staircases down into sections of the dig. A high-tech roof that opens and closes, allowing for airflow, covers the space, making it a great place to escape the sun during the hottest parts of the day. Information here is very well organized and signed, with video monitors and innovative visual displays throughout. This is a great place to hire a guide to make the most of a visit, which can be done ahead of time or at the entrance to the site. The traditional village of Akrotiri is a short walk away, with a hilltop castle and a handful of cafes and small shops. The lighthouse at the far western point of the peninsula has one of the most romantic, unobstructed sunset views across the Caldera. Again, all of the activities featured in this video are explained in far greater depth on our website, santorinidave.com, and in videos scattered across this YouTube channel. Away from the Caldera, you'll find the island also has picturesque, historic villages to explore. Getting lost in the winding alleyways, enjoying a meal or a cold drink in a shady cafe on a plaza, and shopping for local souvenirs is a great way to spend a few hours. Some of our favorites include Pyrgos, which is the highest of the small villages, and especially great at sunset, Megalochori, the largest of the traditional villages, and Emborio for a more local experience, all of which are reachable by bus from Fira. While other Greek islands are known for their perfect white sand, the character of Santorini beaches is more rugged, with coarse black volcanic sand, pebbles, and windswept cliffs. There are a handful of beautiful beaches, but these are not typically the main draw to Santorini that is common with other Cycladic islands. Our favorite beaches include Kamari, Pyrgos, Perivolos, Red Beach, Monolithos, and Vlihara. A helicopter tour of Santorini is a truly epic way to see the island, including the volcano, the caldera, and all the villages perched along the edge of the cliff. The jaw-dropping ride offers both a unique perspective and a major adrenaline rush. These tours depart from helipads close to the airport and include hotel transfers. Some people even choose to transit to or from Santorini from other Cycladic islands by helicopter, a costly but unforgettable choice that is easy, fun, and fast. On Pyrgos Beach, you can find a variety of water sports, including raft rides, parasailing, kayak, and jet ski rentals. Here you can take exhilarating jet ski tours of varying lengths, There are 3 options for tours. The short tour takes you along the south coast beaches and swimming spots. The medium adds in the volcano and hot spring, and the longer includes a trip across the entire caldera, with visits to Thirassia and Ammoudi Bay. There are stops at which you can swim and snorkel, and the tour is accompanied by a motorboat for both safety and convenience. Another fun activity is the outdoor cinema in Kamari, where they screen popular current movies in English with Greek subtitles. Cocktails, beer, wine, and snacks are available for purchase. For nightlife, Fira has a vibrant party scene with everything from wine bars to dance clubs, but the clubs and noise are easily avoided if you're not interested. It is possible to get nighttime drinks along the caldera and at a few bars in Meravigli and Oia, but for higher energy and more action, Fira is likely the best call. The cable car is primarily designed to bring cruise ship passengers from the old port, where they are tendered ashore, up into Fira and back. There's little to see or experience in the new port beyond a handful of souvenir shops and waterfront cafes, but the ride itself can be a fun excursion, especially if you have young children. Make sure to avoid the main hours when cruise ship passengers are coming and going, as there are long lines not worth the hassle. You can, of course, walk the steep staircase one way and take the cable car the other if you choose. Thirassia is a small island that now forms the western part of the caldera ring with Santorini, having been originally connected to Santorini before the ancient volcanic eruption. It's an inhabited island with some good local tavernas and is easily distinguished in the distance for its white, zigzagging stairs up the steep hillside, visible from many parts of the caldera. It's worth the few euros boat ride to visit if you're on Santorini for more than just a couple of days. Boats leave several times a day from Ammoudi Bay and the old Fira port. The earliest sets out at 8 a.m. The last boat back to Santorini usually departs Thirassia around 5 p.m., so make sure to be on board by the last boat to avoid getting stuck overnight, as there are very few hotels in Thirassia if you do get stuck. Check out our Santorini travel guide for more detailed information, including where to stay, where to eat, the airport and ferry port, best beaches, wineries, hikes, and more. We've also got lots of other great travel guides to Greece and Europe at santorinidave.com and across this YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to see more super useful travel videos about Greece and beyond from santorinidave.com. Thanks for watching.